To start, we'll dive in with Jamie Walls. Jamie is the Senior Director of Consumer and Commercial Lending at USF and Card Services at USF. Jamie, you with us?
Hey, Michelle, thank you so much for having me today. And also wanted to comment that it was a blast being with you all a little over a week ago in your inaugural and live Insights and Innovation. It was a fantastic time getting to know you all, more about the company and the other folks you work with. So thrilled to be here today.
That's incredible. Thank you so much. We were so happy to see you in person too. And I know you had to return home well, you flew into a hurricane to go home. So thank you for being with us at that time. We'll touch more on the hurricane in a moment. To start with, I want to share with this group, or I'd like you to share your initial thoughts at USF around buy now, pay later.
Sure. So buy now, pay later, when we learned about it, we did some research and knew that our members were using the Affirms of the world and whatnot. We have our member data and we saw that, hey, this is something we need to do and we know we can do it better and more frictionless than other folks. Our members are no different than the average consumer, right? And they want things that are going to make their life easier, convenient, save money and whatnot. So seeing that so many folks were using this service, we wanted to be the provider to do that. And it's so important today to stay on top of fintech things and what the consumer is demanding, because the path to relevancy is so quick. And once we met with Equipify and saw that this solution could really be a solution to our members, we were super excited about it. Plus, take into the fact that we were going through inflationary pressures, people having a hard time to make payments, groceries, gas, and whatnot. So this was really a timely solution for us.
Yeah, that's incredible. Thank you for sharing that. I think that USF has shown the importance of meeting your members. You're very intentional of being there when they need you most. You shared in our original video a story about your members' that first usage of buy now, pay later. Are there some other examples or other stories that you'd like to share with the group today?
Yeah, this is something that we always look for, what is going to be the member benefit. What's the member experience going to be look like? And as most of you know, probably all of you know, that we just had two hurricanes in 13 days here in Florida. So we saw that we have a resource page, and we saw that the buy now, pay later will be a great help to our members because they had unexpected costs, right? They had to get extra gas, had to get extra food, they had to get generators, plywood, so on and so forth. So that is one of the solutions that we put out there for our members, that this is a really good benefit and take advantage of it.
Oh, thank you for doing that. I do think that that's important that you're offering those financial solutions, especially in a time where when there's relief out there or efforts out there, sometimes they're not the safest or the soundest solutions out there for consumers. And so thank you to USF for being a part of that. For this team here that's attending, there is going to be a slide at the end of the presentation where we're going to share a little bit more about the relief effort and give you an opportunity to kind of socialize that amongst your groups, your credit unions and such, should you feel that that's appropriate. So thank you. I want to talk about your project. It went really well from my point of view, and I'd like you to share with the attendees today, what are some of the key steps or components that USF went through in order to have such a successful implementation?
Yeah, so of course the initial win that we had to get was to explain the why to the board, the senior team, to get their buy-in. So once we had their buy-in and we started with you, Michelle, and Equipify, it could not have been an easier process. You were very well organized. You walked us through every step of the way. The meetings were very useful, very actionable. You prepared us for what we were going to need for each meeting. So we were able to gather the team around us, right? We had to get lending, we had to get retail, digital played a big part, IT, risk and compliance. And so, you made sure we had all those people in place and who we needed at what meeting. So it was a very, very easy rollout.
Well, I'll just add to Jamie, thanks for saying that, but I'll add that the USF team, you guys really brought some subject matter expertise to the project. I was so happy to work with your team members. Your shout out to Jennifer, Sean, Belina, you folks were fabulous, Ken.
Yeah.
I think it's just incredible when our partner FIs can bring that level of expertise to the project too. That's really helpful.
Yeah, we had a lot of excitement and we took time to share the why it was important, what we needed to do. And so there was a lot of good energy around getting this launch for our members.
So tell us, Jamie, what's the future of BNPL look like for USF?
Yeah, so we did a soft launch kind of to see what was going to happen, how our members were responding. It was good. And then Michelle, you and I think it was Danny had spoken with us about using the weekly emails. So when we launched the weekly emails, which go out to members who have open offers, we saw just a spike in our business. So we were super excited to see that. We know that we have an opportunity to really market this more broadly to our members and make a big deal about it. So that's kind of the next step for us. And we're also super excited and we see a place where the pre-planned buy now, pay later will work, right? You know, if a member can say, hey, I'm going to go make this purchase, but I don't really have the cash. I want to see if I can get approved for it prior. Well, that's a win for the member, and they're more likely to use our debit card and then convert it to the buy now, pay later. So we're super excited about that next iteration of what we can do to serve our members.
Great. I can't wait to jump into that project with you next.
Yes, it's going to be exciting.
Well, again, Jamie, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate the time. I appreciate the intention that USF operates within in meeting your members exactly where they're at in their time of need or support. So thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll chat soon.
All right. Thanks for having me today. Really appreciate it.